Hey, welcome to video number 89 of Walker This Way with Hazel Walker, the queen of all things.
Networking and BNI. I was caught off guard by the number 89.
Yeah, and you're probably asking, how'd you get to 89 when last week we were special edition number 12? Well, I'll tell you how. When we were meeting face-to-face and doing our Walker This Way videos, we got up to number 75. Mm-hmm. Then we went into COVID, so we're in this format. And we have special edition videos, 12 of them, plus we have one more that we did with Megan. But since going forward, this is going to be our format for quite a while. Decided to bring it back, add the videos, special edition of videos we've done, plus the 75, which gets us to 89, and that's how we're going to continue.
Good to know, because I was really caught off guard by that.
Yeah, and also lets everybody know we have more than just 12 videos. We actually have 89 videos.
89 videos, yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah.
And they're on our YouTube channel for Walker This Way. So, welcome, Hazel Walker. Here's the thing. My name is Mark Simmons, and I work for Mark Simmons Ruler Company. And my pitch is, who do you know that needs a ruler?
And that ruler is invisible.
Can you see it now? Yeah.
I can, yeah.
It is a ruler. And the thing about my rulers is they're $2. Uh-huh. And so who do you know that needs a $2 ruler? That is a good referral for me. It's getting really tough every week. I ask for them and I sell, a fair number of $2 rulers, but it's getting hard to make a living off these, these one-off $2 rulers, and I need help.
Okay. So how many of those rulers do you have in inventory?
I have cases and cases and cases. I probably have about $20,000 worth of inventory of rulers at the moment.
So you're just selling these?
One off.
To just anybody, okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, so what's your ask sound like in a chapter?
Who do you know that needs a ruler?
Okay. So let me explain. Do you know the 10-80-10 rule?
No.
10% of your clients create 80% of your income. And 10% of your clients suck up 80% of your time and make you very little income because they want everything cheap, fast, and discounted, right? They want you to discount things. They want it really cheap. They want you to do it really fast. And there's usually no value, and they're always complaining. They're typically not happy. You're always working to keep them happy. So if you're constantly selling a one ruler to someone, and they're not happy with that ruler because they want red rulers and not clear rulers, and now you're going to have to manufacture red rulers to make a few people happy, and then someone else will want a blue ruler, and you're going to have to do that. That's not a good ideal client because you're working really hard. That's the bottom 10. Mm-hmm. So really what you want to do is consider who's your best client ever? How many rulers did they buy?
Well, that's a good question, because I did have this one amazing sale once where I was able to sell 25 cases of rulers to an office supply company. But I think that was coincidence anyways. Hard thing. I don't really ask for it because I don't know. It's just easier to sell one ruler.
But you're going to go broke. You're going to starve
hard this. Though. Hazel, I'm working hard. I'm trying.
Okay, so what I'm talking about is harder. It's not working hard, but working smart. Work smarter, not harder.
There's an idea.
So if you thought about that, your ideal client who bought the 25 cases, and you created an avatar of that, who else might buy 5 cases, 10 cases, 15 cases, 20 cases? Have you thought about recreating your ideal client? And this means you've got to do some homework, right? Like you have to do the research about who are the ruler buyers in the world. And if you had ruler buyers of the ruler, like the supply store, they might want 5 cases of red ones, 5 cases of blue ones, and 5 cases of clear ones. Because I personally like the clear ones. See my clear one? Mm-hmm. I like the clear one because I can see what I'm doing through it. but I'm not going to buy 5 cases.
Right.
I don't need 5 cases of those rulers. So you've got to change the idea about who you want as your target market, but it really does require homework, and you're going to have to figure out who they are. So for you, B2B, versus, it sounds like what you're selling, individual rulers, is B2C, business to consumer.
Correct.
Okay. What if you sold business to business?
Feeling like that shift could make things better for me.
You would have less clients.
But they'd buy way more.
They'd buy way more. Now, they might not buy them at $2 a piece.
Right.
You might have to take them down to $1 a piece. But if they were buying 25 cases at $1 a piece, you're going to make far more money than the hundreds of people you're selling $2.
Correct.
Right? But it does take homework on your part. So you're going to have to think about all those other professions like schools and supply office stores and school supply stores. And, you know, could you get them into retail stores or the dollar stores? You know, those stores that sell everything, right? For like a buck.
Yeah.
They sell a lot, right? And I could go in there and pick them up they'd want to buy them for $1 and sell them for $1.25. Right? So it requires that you actually rethink your ideal client. And you're going to get less ideal clients. So it'll take you longer to get referrals in all likelihood, because you're going to have to teach me how to open that door for you so that you can get that business. But you're going to make a whole lot more money, and you're going to work a lot less hours.
Right.
Because the value of the client has gone up. Instead of having a $2 client, you've now got a $2,000 client or a $5,000 client, and you're consistently getting those. And then what will happen is your clients that are only buying 1 case, they start to become your bottom 10, because your clients up here that are buying 10 cases are making you more money. And then soon your 10 cases fall down, and now you're selling 25 cases. Mm-hmm. Right? So you're constantly recreating and moving up. And then you've got this middle of the line, the 80%, they're just good clients. Like they're just buying 5, 6, 8, 1 case at a time, things like that. They're still good clients. You want to keep them, but you spend a whole lot less time with them, right? Just selling off 1 of 2, 3 cases.
Right.
Where at the bottom guy might be the one that's just buying 20 rulers. So it just keeps fluctuating, but it does require work on your part, because you've got to now teach me how to find them for you. Yeah. That means you need to know who they are.
And it feels like, too, I've probably been just playing the small game, thinking small.
Right.
Got to think bigger.
You thought that was a coincidence.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. But probably I talked to the right person about the right thing in the right way. I just have to remember what I said.
Right. But here's the other thing that often I see happen in BNI a lot. We underestimate who the people in our network actually know.
Right.
Right. So we think that as long as I'm selling $2 pens or $2 somethings, everybody will know someone like that, because everybody needs a ruler, everybody needs a pencil, everybody, right? But the reality is, if you were asking the right questions and you were teaching me the right things, you might find out that I actually know the CEO of a company that has 27 outlets of retail stores that could put in every single one of them.
Right.
But you've never asked. So I've never thought of it.
You know, I'm reminded of a story I read, and I hope somebody watching this can forward me, Mark, M-A-R-K, at bnibc.ca. If you can send me the newsletter from your region. I don't know if it was in Argentina or where it was, but it was a member who stood up and said, who do you know that knows Elton John? That is a great referral for me. Long story. Now is Elton John as a client, though, because they asked for that connection in their chapter.
Correct. And on the other side, I invited a guy to a BNI chapter, and he said to me, he sells the big photocopiers. And he said to me, BNI can't help me. Those are small businesses. They don't know the kind of people I need to be connected to. So I bring him into the chapter. He stands up and he goes, I'm looking for John Smith, right? And John Smith has Aerodynamics company, and I really want to meet him because he buys a lot of these. No one gave him the referral. And afterwards, he says to me, see, I told you. No one in here is going to know the kind of people I need to know. What he didn't know was the John Smith he was asking for was a very good friend of mine. I have dinner with him all the time. His wife and I served on PTA together, right? And I knew him very, very well. His name was actually Max. And he really wanted to meet Max. But because he underestimated who I was and who the people in the room was, I never gave him the connection.
Right.
I never made the introduction. So you never, ever underestimate who people know because you don't know the background.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens. And so if you're going to ask for these, you got to believe that there's people in your room that are going to make connections to someone that will make a connection that'll make a connection.
Right. So this actually ties into our number 12 video, the last one, where it's let the visitors decide for themselves. So it was about inviting and don't make a decision for them.
Right.
It's the same for yourself now. Look inward. Don't make the decision or assumption that they don't know or the chapter doesn't know. It's not in their network. You don't know unless you ask.
Right. And
right.
they might know someone who knows someone.
Right.
That's just good, following the tracks.
Yes. And that's the one of the best things about BNI is you get to ask for what you need. And if you actually ask, you actually get.
Right. Correct. So you got to think bigger and you got to be willing to do the homework.
Yes.
Do the homework.
So Hazel, who do you know that owns an office supply company? That is a great referral for me.
So here's what I would like for you to do.
Yes.
I would like for you to go figure out who owns big companies like that and find names and start asking, I need to meet John Doe at the XYZ company because he actually owns and manages all of these companies.
There you go. So key takeaway, members, think bigger. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask, because if you don't ask, you don't get. But if you ask, you got a way better chance of getting. And not once. It's going to take more than once.
Right.
But continue asking. Think much bigger. Work a lot smarter and a lot less harder. And it'll be very rewarding.
Exactly.
Cool. Any last words, Hazel?
Well, yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. Do your homework. Be willing to do the research.
Beautiful. Members, do your homework. We're going to be video number 90 next time. That's a big milestone.
I know, we're getting to 100.
Getting to 100. This is crazy. But we really do appreciate all the members who take time to watch the videos and share them in education moments in the chapter and learn from them. And you do get CEU points. You can claim CEU points for them. An hour of BNI learning is 1 CEU. So watch a few videos and email us as well.
Leave a comment.
Leave comments, email us if you have any ideas on things you'd like Hazel's expertise on. We're happy to do a video for you.
Absolutely.
Till next time, Hazel, we're out.
See you next week.
Bye, my ruler.